In October 2020, the UK Financial Reporting Council published a thought leadership paper titled A Matter of Principles to stimulate debate on the future of corporate reporting and invited responses from different stakeholder groups. In particular, the FRC highlighted two long-standing problems with the annual report. First, in the FRC's review, the annual report is becoming increasingly more complicated, making it difficult to identify the key information about the company. Second, there is an increasing awareness around the fact that the corporate reporting needs to serve not just the shareholders, but a wider group of stakeholders who have legitimate demand for a meaningful disclosure from a company. In response to these issues, the FRC has outlined a vision for a new principle-based model. They want to unbundle the annual report, creating a network of interconnected reports, which includes business reports, public interest reports, and financial statements, and also argues for an objective-driven approach, putting more emphasis on the non-financial information and the mobilization of technology. As a whole, this initiative represents an important development in our thinking about the nature of corporate reporting and its overarching purpose. How do we make corporate reporting more effective, useful, transparent, and indeed more balanced, especially when it comes to engaging with different groups of people who have gotten an interest in a company?
Preparing our response to the FRC was an amazing and very innovative educational experience. When we first heard of it, all of us, we were very excited and enthusiastic to participate and to apply and advance our knowledge. And of course, at MBS, we've got a number of courses with a very strong policy orientation that are explicitly aimed at enabling students to make informed contributions to some of these very complicated debates around contemporary issues in financial reporting, corporate governance, auditing, and regulation. Another thing that's probably worth highlighting is the fact that in the confines of this initiative, we had undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral students collaborating together, which of course makes us rethink the relationship between all these different levels of education and what we teach and what we research. Finally, many thanks to the members of our teaching team. Chris, Omaris, and Sophia all played a very important role in helping us to organize and coordinate this initiative.
We broadly endorse the core view put forward by the FRC, which is about furthering commitment to the public interest and advocating a wider stakeholder approach. What we also liked about the discussion paper is that it was accompanied by an extensive review of academic literature and a survey of stakeholders, which proved to be very insightful and help us better understand some of the core views. That being said, there are still some of the aspects need to be discussed and debated. For example, in the discussion paper, the FRC put forward a stakeholder-neutral approach, which does seem to be very aspirational. Another issue is that whether it should be the company chooses its salient stakeholders or other way around. Finally, there is a lot of uncertainty about the definition of the public interest entity, and public interest reporting. What would that actually mean in real-life context? If we look at the responses from other institutions, it is evident that no one denies the importance that the corporations create value beyond the pure profit and reflect them within the corporate reporting. Instead, the discussion is about how to define those broader values in a more complex society and how to incorporate them within the existing systems. And our summation is built around three key pillars. Well, firstly, we view the future of corporate reporting as more like public interest driven rather than the objective driven. And it will be marginalized and bureaucratized of the public interest report if it is separated. We emphasize the ideas that the participatory governance and the empowerment and the dialogic accountability and social purpose of the business. And also, we think the changing of the governance system is vital. Secondly, we think it's really difficult to transform the non-financial performance into certain KPIs or figures because it's really vague to have distinct rules and thresholds. And also, we think it's really important to let the stakeholders taken into the process of determining the thresholds. Finally, we think the system of corporate reporting is the ecosystem, broader ecosystem, which might include the governance, the audit, and the corporate law.